and we are proud to have our program, Broadway Senior, here today for a performance of Cinderella. Now, you may be wondering, why? I will tell you, I was just having a wonderful conversation here. Thursdays are our rehearsal days, and they are my favorite day of the week. Because when we meet together with these wonderful people, there is an immense amount of what I call radical joy when we are together and we are creating and making memories together. And I don't know of a greater, higher praise to a program than for it to give that much joy to everyone involved. This year we have this performance. We had 2 performances previously. We've got 3 more performances after this one. So we took this show on the road. I want to give a huge shout out to our director, the woman who put it all together, Julie Tattershaw, right in the back there. Do what I do if I didn't have Julie right there with me, nagging me and telling me what I need to do better. So, without any further ado, we're gonna get right on started. This particular program lasts 45 minutes and it's straight through. You'll see some costume pieces that they're wearing. Those are from the costume collection that was donated to the PAC from TU, from the University of Tulsa, when they shuttered their theater program. But those costumes, many of them cultivated and crafted by our very own city councilor, Krista Patrick, now have a home where we, myself and another coworker, we spend about twice a month going out there and inventorying all of these costumes. So I got to hand pick every single thing that you see here. And plus we also have some props and costume pieces that were made specifically for this production by members you see today, and then also people who are seamstresses who donated their time to this particular program because they believe in this program. I also want to mention that we want to grow this program. And with the amount of people that I see in this auditorium, in this room right here, I'm thinking I might be able to do something similar here, even if it's just learning music and singing together from a great old grand show from, Rodgers and Hammerstein or Meredith Willson or Lerner and Lowe. I'm just thinking this looks like a ripe audience to do some grand musical theater. Because Irene and I, we talk all the time, so we could be scheming right now to come up with a program for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Cinderella.
Son of Her Majesty, Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermintrude, Guinevere Maisie.
Maisie?
amazing rhetoric is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
I wish that I were nice and neat. I wish I were dear and sweet. I wish I were a bolder girl.
I wish I were a younger girl.
I wish I were an older girl.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of His Majesty King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaw, Leopold Sidney Frederick John is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Come along, Cinderella, you're cluttering up the street. Cinderella, close the door.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, my chair.
What about my chair, Cinderella?
Now, Cinderella, lay out my new gown. Poke the fire, Cinderella.
Cinderella, my dress. I will need it ironed.
And mine for this evening.
What am I Cinderella?
Cinderella, I'm freezing.
I already poked the fire. Now, my daughters, I really want to talk to you. Not you, my daughters. Okay, now, Joy
Yes, ma'am.
and Portia, there is only one reason that the prince is giving this ball. It's for one purpose only.
She's a bride.
Exactly! And every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you, Portia. And you, Joy. And so on our little shopping tour today, I bought you the most beautiful clothes and fruits your little hearts and my purse could afford. So, whether or not you marry the prince, you better marry somebody this year. And there's one thing I want you to remember, that when you want to marry a man, you can't rely on your beauty alone.
I'm all tired out from going from store to store.
Well, that does not mean, however, I want you to neglect your appearance. Our family has been noted for its beautiful women, so I think we need to get our beauty rest. Yes. So let's go. So are you tired from going to the store?
Yes, ma'am, I'm tired.
You're tired.
Yes, I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
That has nothing to do with it.
Go to bed, both of you. Well, don't just sit there gaping at me. Clean the house.
Yes, stepmother.
How can they be so tired looking at all those beautiful clothes and buying so many of them? I'm too excited to be tired. Oh, I love this room when they're gone and there's no one here but me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own such a dangerous kind of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to meet my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I'm lost in the jungle all alone and alone, where I meet up in her lair. Oh, then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. You got us into this.
We had to do something to celebrate the 21st birthday of our son, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert
I know
Windermere.
his name. I am his father.
And a fine father you are.
What do you mean, a fine father you are?
I mean, you never worry about him
Why should I worry about him?
because he isn't happy.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he was happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married?
You haven't given a ball in 5 years. The royal tailor will have to make you another suit.
Oh, that'll cost money.
Oh, don't worry about what the tailor is going to cost. Wait till you see what the ball will cost. Enter.
What?
Your Majesty.
What is it?
Oh, I am so sorry. I need to introduce them. Oh, the chefs. Have you planned the menu for the ball?
A list of the bare necessities.
For what?
For 1,700 guests.
That seems a lot. Don't have any king crab on the menu.
Very well, Your Majesty.
King crab, I don't like to see that on the menu. Seems like a comment on my disposition.
1,000 baby lobsters for the salad.
500 pheasants for the pie. 1,000 pounds of caviar.
That's more than the sturgeon can supply.
I told the steward to get us 40 acres of lettuce and 600 suckling pigs for roasting.
And what about the marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I do.
Why?
For toasting.
Surely you'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
A marmalade steaks, a rack of lamb, and veal you raise to braise.
Limburger cheese and gourmandise, Gouda, Gruyere, and bleu. And chunks of Swiss in barrels, please.
Make it holy, too.
Oh, and pudding, and pies, and the rum soufflés, succulent chocolate rounds, cream puffs you could eat all day to gain some royal pounds. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Hello, Father.
Hello, my boy. How are you feeling?
Fine, Father.
Ah, just as I thought. You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
Why, no, Father. You know, it seems to me that you are looking a little tired these days.
I am tired when I think about that darn ball.
Oh, that. Al, to be honest with you, it is not a night I'm looking forward to. Dancing with all those candidates.
Candidates?
Every simpering girl in the kingdom, each one determined to prove that she's going to make the perfect princess for me.
I know how you feel, my boy, but your mother has her heart set on this ball.
I know.
Christopher, don't let your mother know how you feel about the ball. I want you to tell her that you love the idea of a ball and you're excited to help her with it. Now, I'll tell you about the time that...
Hello, Mother.
Hello, dear.
I was just saying how much I'm looking forward to the ball. It seems like a wonderful idea.
Does it?
Yes, I was thinking perhaps I could do something and help with the preparations.
Well, yes, dear. Maybe you can.
I'll see you later.
You have a red nose. Are you okay?
Well, I'll get past it.
Yeah. We don't want you to have a red nose at the ball.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye all, a royal proclamation. A holiday is hereby proclaimed. Let every bank, shop, and school be closed. Today is the day of the ball.
Cinderella, my hat.
Cinderella, my flower.
Cinderella, my gloves.
Oh, you look so beautiful.
Yes, we do. Oh, come on, girls. Have a good time.
Oh, I wish.
Ball around, fiddly, fiddly, boo. All the dreamers in the world are
I'm so glad to see you. I didn't hear you come in.
I just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in a pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Foolish? What's wrong with dreaming?
Father on fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-doodle. All the wishes in the world are dizzy in the middle.
But isn't every girl in the kingdom wishing and hoping that she can go to the ball tonight?
And why aren't you there?
My stepmother. Well, somebody has to mind the house.
You know what I would do if I were you? I would leave then. If you want to be a servant, you can go somewhere else and be paid.
You mean leave my stepfamily? If Father was alive, I don't think he would like that. Godmother, do dreams never ever come true?
Well, yes, but seldom.
I wish you believed in wonderful things. I wish you believed that once in a while something marvelous and magical could happen.
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that once in a while something magical and mystical can happen. The only thing is it's dangerous to wish too much.
Do you know what I was wishing tonight?
I'm almost afraid to hear.
I'm wishing that pumpkin out in the yard could turn into a great big golden carriage to take me to the ball.
And what about horses?
Oh. 4 white mice would turn into horses.
And were you going to drive them yourself?
Oh, no. There'd be a coachman and a footman. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee.
Fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee.
It's impossible, I suppose.
Impossible.
If only I had a guardian angel. Or godmother, if you were a fairy godmother.
That's very funny. That's a good one.
Just the same, I'm wishing for every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. I am wishing that by some magic or fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee that I could go to the ball.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white
things are happening every day.
Well, yes, in a way.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and don't believe what sensible people say. And because he's deaf and do not know, he's building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Well, maybe not impossible. A pumpkin becomes a carriage. And every carriage needs 4 wheels. And a footman and a coachman too. And mice become horses. And finally, the dress. Godmother, I don't understand. And you don't have to. Are you ready? Yes. If you don't hurry, come on, if you don't hurry, it's going to be over before you get there. Well, have a lovely night.
It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice are easily turned to horses. 6 tall and round and fiddly and horses. Quite possible, it's possible, for the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and don't believe what sensible people say. And because he's deaf and doing that, he's building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Have a lovely night.
Aren't you coming with me?
Oh, heavens no. The only thing I can do is give you your wish. The rest is up to you how it turns out.
I'm afraid to go by myself.
You needn't be afraid. One thing. Do not stay beyond 12 o'clock. Make sure that you're in the carriage and headed for home before the clock strikes 12.
Well, why is it so important that I leave by 12?
No more questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Impossible. Things are happening every
Next. My mother made me do this. I should do this. I don't want to be here. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Next. Well, hello, handsome. Next.
Oh, Your Highness, what an honor to be here to celebrate your 21st birthday with you.
Next. Hi there.
Welcome. Welcome to.
Next. Next.
I've lost track of the prince.
He's with Joy.
Is he? Oh, that joy, I want to shine him.
Your Highness, may I say something personal?
Yes.
It's lovely weather we're having this time of year.
You really shouldn't be so personal.
But my mother told me to say something personal.
Perhaps you should go back to your mother for more instructions.
Next.
I'm going to be alone. Just like my namesake in Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice. Her name is Portia.
Really?
Yes. Someday I'll be in the courtroom and say something about how the quality of mercy is not strained. Know what I mean?
I'm afraid I do. Welcome to the ball.
Next.
Now the party's beginning to look better.
Who do you think she is?
You know, watching those two dance together really takes me back
To where?
to the first time we danced together, darling.
I wonder who she is.
I don't think I've seen her before.
Whoever she is clearly likes her best.
Why have I never met you before?
I don't get out very much.
I don't even know your name. Mine is Christopher.
Yes, I know. Christopher, Rupert,
Oh,
Vladimir.
no. I don't use all those names. I would like for you to just call me Christopher.
You would?
Yes. You know, I have a strange feeling that something is happening to me and I don't know what it is.
That's exactly the way I feel.
Do you have any idea what it might be?
No,
Let's review our history together.
it isn't very long, is it?
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured how do you do. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and lea. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. I've told you how I feel, but you haven't described your feelings.
I feel very much the same as you do.
Everybody dance.
10 minutes ago I met you. I murmured how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him.
Would you like to join me for a bit of fresh air in the garden?
I would be honored, Your Highness.
Your Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served.
Did you see the way she looked at me?
No, but did you see the way he looked at her? Why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl like Frothy Beauty. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a lovely girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy little charm and a very little trouble. I can break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So consciously unusual. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than roses.
Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a doe's is. She's totally as daisy as Daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird.
So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's nearly lovely. Why would a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's nearly me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
That ballroom is too crowded.
It's much nicer out here.
Yes, it is.
What time is it? I really must be going.
Why?
Well, my godmother told me I needed to leave at midnight.
Strange kind of godmother.
She is a strange kind of godmother,
But you're a
and...
strange kind of girl. You haven't told me your name yet.
Oh, it's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Of course I would. Whatever you're called is the most beautiful name in the world.
I'm afraid if I told you my name, you really wouldn't like it.
Oh,
And I'm afraid I might wake up. Midnight! No!
Wait! Stop! Come back!
Christopher, are you out here?
I thought I heard someone scream.
What happened, son?
Christopher.
I don't know. We were just talking and suddenly she ran away. She didn't even stop when her shoe fell off. Dad, I've just got to find her.
We will, son, we will.
Sire, may I get the herald to take this slipper and search for her throughout the kingdom?
Of course, of course.
Take this slipper and try it on every young maiden in the kingdom. Every last one, no matter how unlikely. Keep trying until you find the foot that fits the slipper. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Highness.
Find that girl.
Come on, son.
What a night! What a magnificent affair!
Were there many people there?
Oh, I would say about 5,000.
They must have a very large ballroom at the palace.
Yeah, about a half a mile long.
Oh, and what beautiful music for dancing.
Did any of you get to dance with the prince?
I did for about a half an hour.
You did an hour, a half hour?
Did you?
Well, you did, I did.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the prince didn't take one of my girls to be his bride.
Did you know everyone there?
Well, almost everyone. There was this one girl that came late, left early. I don't know, some kind of princess or something.
Well, did she dance with the prince?
She was only there for a few minutes.
Hey, did you sleep while we were at the ball?
Oh, I was dreaming of what it must have been like to be at the ball.
Ah, you couldn't possibly imagine what it would be like.
Maybe I have more imagination than you think. When you're driving through the moonlight to the palace, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted in the sky above the park, and below it is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way.
The way you say, she talks as if she knows.
I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid you'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear Him asking to dance.
A lovely night.
A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see.
You'll meet your prince.
A handsome prince, as handsome as a prince could ever be.
The stars in the hazy heaven hang above you.
While these things bring, darling, I love you.
You say goodbye, away you fly. But on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night,
A finer night you know you'll never see. You'll meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven trailing low above you, while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Most nonsense I've ever heard. Well, let's go, girls.
Yes, ma'am. It's all Cinderella's fault.
And you clean up this place. It looks like a pig pen.
Yes, stepmother. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he's whispering, darling, I love you. The day came through, away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Next.
How are you? Lovely. Oh, I see you on
Well, it's gonna fit. I mean, really.
See, there it is, right there.
Not on that foot.
You have to be so mean about it.
Next.
I'd like to see that in size 3, please.
Not with those bunions. Next.
Let's not bother with all this. I know you guys be busy. The cobbler made those to go with my new ball gown, and I can't believe I already lost one. I'll just
No way. Next.
Thank you. Do you know how much these shoes cost me?
You're gonna need a bigger boot. Next.
Let me try.
You shrunk it. It fit, but now it's shrunk.
Doesn't fit. Next.
That's my shirt. I knew it anyway.
Your foot is enormous.
You see, it fits perfectly.
Is there anybody else in the house?
No, there's nobody else here.
What about Cinderella?
Who's Cinderella?
She's some sort of chimney sweep, a general helper here. There wouldn't be any use trying the slipper on her. She didn't even go to the ball.
I have instructions to try the slipper on every young maiden. I'll check the house to make sure there's no one else here.
How dare you interfere with my business?
With your business? I thought it was the prince's business. Isn't he the one that's trying to find the girl?
I checked the house, and there's no one else here.
What?
Oh. I wonder where she could be. Oh, of course. Oh, right.
So you tried this slipper on every young maiden in the kingdom?
Every young maiden that could be found. I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you. You may go.
You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be.
Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, your highness. I had no idea you were out here. I was just...
No, wait. You look somehow familiar. Do you work in the palace?
No, your highness.
Just the end of a dream. A dream that didn't come true about a glass slipper that didn't fit anybody.
Oh, your highness, you mustn't give up.
It was a waste of time. It was impossible.
But your highness, impossible things are happening every day.
And foolish dreams come true.
Oh, yes, your highness. If you wish hard enough and you believe in what you wish in, even foolish dreams can come true.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a girl from the village, but I think I better go. My stepmother will be wondering where I am.
Your stepmother won't mind if you're a few minutes late. Won't mind if you're a few minutes late.
Really, your highness, I must go.
Well, at least tell me your name.
Oh, it's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name? Wouldn't like it? Has anyone tried this slipper on you?
Well, no, your highness.
Please. I found you! I found you! And I don't even know your name!
My name is Cinderella.
Cinderella, the most beautiful name in the world.